Hello Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Capricorn, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Capricorn, let's get started. For Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Venus. All right. So we do have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, we'll see why you're getting this card and how it resonates with your reading for today. Typically when I get this card, it kind of reminds me of the Seven of Wands in Tarot. So you could be dealing with a Leo, or you might have Leo within your chart. Seven of Wands can represent somebody who's very, very guarded. It could also represent somebody who's fighting against the natural flow of things, but I'll see why you're getting this card ultimately. But we're going to focus on you first, and then we'll jump over to your person and their energy. How does Capricorn currently view this relationship? Okay, let's do this. All right, so we do have the Magician. We do have the Ace of Swords. And then we also have the, I don't know why I hesitated so much with that Ace of Swords. And then we got the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, okay. I feel like you tend to bounce back and forth between these two energies for whatever reason. Obviously, we're going to look into this person to see, but you're bouncing back and forth between two energies. It's like one day you trust them, the next day you don't. There's a pattern going on with you, Capricorn. One day you trust them, the next day you don't, and the next day you do, with that Ace of Swords coming out here. I feel like it's very hard for you to... Yeah, I feel like it's very hard for you to trust this person that you currently find yourself manifesting and creating a life with for whatever reason. Now, this could have a lot to do with maybe something that this person put you through. This could also have a lot to do with past experiences that you've had with other people, but I would love to look into your person. How does this person currently view this relationship with Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Venus? All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, so we have the High Priestess, we got the Knight of Pentacles, and then we also have the Seven Cups. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Lovers out here. This is interesting. It's like... you might be more vocal with this person about your trust issues with them. I am getting that because there's a big difference between you and this person in reference to that. Like, you might be more vocal about you having your trust issues with them. But I gotta be honest, I feel like this person doesn't really trust you either. I just don't feel like they're vocal about it like you are, if that makes any sense. This to me feels like an energy of, Wonder what Capricorn is up to. I wonder what Capricorn is doing. I wonder, you know, who Capricorn is talking to. You know? It's interesting because I feel like there's times where this person finds themselves at peace, you know, within this dynamic that they share with you, where they don't really find themselves thinking like, damn, like, I wonder what Capricorn is up to. I wonder what Capricorn is doing. I wonder who Capricorn is talking to, right? But then there's times where they find themselves feeling like, wait a minute, you know, what are they doing? Who are they talking to? Where are they going? You know what I mean? This is very weird. This is weird because this is weird because I feel like, God, how do I explain it? Like, I feel like on the days where you feel like you can't trust them, they feel like they could trust you. And on the days where you feel like you could trust them, they don't fucking trust you. It's like on the days you think that they're doing something behind your back are the days where they don't feel like you're doing anything behind their back. But on the days where you feel like they're not doing anything behind your back, they feel like you're doing something behind their back. It's like you guys are taking turns not trusting one another. Yeah, it's like you guys are taking turns not trusting one another. That's what's going on, basically. You going over here, okay? Let's keep going. How does Capricorn currently feel? Okay, great. I accidentally mixed the cards by accident. We already have the Ace of Swords. I have the same, obviously, I'm using the same tarot deck for both sides, so that's why sometimes it does get mixed up, but my apologies. So in regards to how you're currently feeling, we do have the Three of Pentacles, we got the King of Cups, and then we also have the Eight of Pentacles out here. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Hangman out here. Your perception of this person is essentially changing, and it's not changing in a bad way. It's actually changing in a really good way. Your perception of this person is essentially changing. It's like you go from looking at them like you can't trust them to looking at them like you actually can. I feel like this person has definitely proven their love and their loyalty to you. And with that being said, I feel like you're just choosing to accept the fact that this person really does love you. They really do want this relationship to work. They really are loyal and committed and devoted to you and what they share with you. And I feel like you're just accepting that, which is ultimately changing your perception of them. You go from not trusting them to trusting them. How does this person currently feel? Okay. Okay, got the Ten of Swords, we got the Eight of Wands, and then we also have the Hermit out here. It's like you guys are taking turns not trusting one another. I feel like now that you're feeling like, okay, like I could trust them, I don't have anything to worry about when it comes down to them. Now this person thinks they got everything to worry about when it comes down to you. I don't know if you found yourself experiencing this during the times where you felt like you couldn't trust them, but one thing I am definitely getting is like intrusive thoughts that they're experiencing on their end. Maybe that's something that you experienced on your end. I'm also getting that maybe, just maybe, right? You were very quick to assume that they were doing X, Y, and Z just to find out that they weren't actually doing X, Y, and Z. Because that's kind of what I see this person doing. Assuming the worst, thinking the worst, and acting as if you are doing the worst. You know what I mean? Because they feel like you are, or they think that you are. I don't know if that's something that you experienced during these times where you felt like you couldn't trust them. Maybe you would constantly assume the worst and act as if they are doing the worst just to find out that they're not, you know what I mean? But this person does have a lot of worries and concerns when it comes down to you. And it is surrounding them not trusting you. It is surrounding them constantly thinking that you're probably doing X, Y, and Z behind their back when you're not. Now, I say this a lot in my readings because this has been coming out a whole lot. I feel like as a collective, a lot of people find themselves going through this within romantic relationships with people. I just think that we're kind of entering this phase, which I'm not mad at it, because I feel like there was like this phase where nobody wanted to take anybody seriously, you know? But we do see people trying to be vulnerable, trying to learn to like trust people again. I just kind of feel like there was like this really dark phase as a collective that a lot of people found themselves going through, where, you know, they found it so hard to be vulnerable with people, trust people, build with people. So we kind of see that phase starting to kind of die out, and we do kind of see like this whole like new phase upon us, where people are learning to be vulnerable with people, learning to trust people, learning to let go of, you know, past traumas and heal from past traumas and give love, you know, an honest and a fair chance. So the struggle has been real for a lot of people, which, like I said, I like the fact that, you know, that phase is dying out, because it had a lot of people, like, you know, in this phase of not really wanting anything to do with love, not really wanting to be in a relationship, not really wanting to trust anybody or take anybody seriously. So I feel like this is probably why I keep getting this in my readings, because I feel like that it's a phase that, you know, as a collective, you know, people are essentially entering. It's the phase of being vulnerable and learning to trust and things of that nature. But anyways, in this tarot deck, there's two Ten of Swords in it. So it has a Ten of Swords that literally says the Ten of Swords, and then it also has the other Ten of Swords that says everything is fine, which this person did get. Now, our thoughts, you know, the swords, I'm sorry, represent our thoughts in tarot. So because this person has a lot of worries and concerns about you betraying them and deceiving them one day, I feel like, unfortunately, it is kind of getting the best of them out of nowhere, is basically what I'm getting. Now, with all of that being said, with all of that being said, um, when it comes down to their worries and their concerns about you, they don't have anything to worry about. Now, if this person got the Ten of Swords, and that's a different story, then this person has everything to worry about. Their worries and their concerns, are, for the most part, something to actually be worried and concerned about. But in this particular case, they don't have anything to worry about with the Ten of Swords. With this Ten of Swords that says everything is fine coming out for them. So their biggest thing, I would say, in reference to you, has a lot to do with you betraying them and deceiving them one day in some way, shape, or form. That is their biggest concern when it comes down to you. Okay? I feel like this person is very worried and concerned that you might be talking to somebody else or entertaining someone else, even though you're definitely not. But they seem to think that you are. And very soon, I do feel like this person is going to approach you / speak to you / treat you as if you are actually entertaining someone else, when in all actuality you're not. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I feel like you've been there, though. I feel like you've been there. I feel like you've definitely been there and done that. So you're definitely going to understand, you know what I mean, where this person's coming from, because it kind of looks like you went through that phase with them. I am getting that. What actions will Capricorn take towards this person or moving forward? What actions will Capricorn take towards this person or moving forward? So we do have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Strength card. And then we also have the Seven of Cups. I feel like when this person does approach you, speak to you, and treat you as if you are entertaining somebody else on the side, I feel like it's going to confuse the hell out of you and throw you off. I am definitely getting that. I am definitely getting that. It's like you're confused as to why this person would even think that about you. I am getting that. It's like you're confused as to why this person would even think that about you. And like I said, it kind of looks like you were in this person's shoes at some point throughout the course of your relationship with them. It's one of those things where it's like now they're getting the chance and opportunity, I guess, to experience what you were going through when you had these massive trust issues with them. And now you're going through what it was like to be in their shoes and deal with, your trust issues in reference to them. Does that make sense? It's like the roles are essentially reversed here. Yeah, it's like the roles are reversed. You're going to find yourself walking a mile in their shoes when you had all these trust issues with them, and they're going to find themselves, walking a mile in your shoes. I mean, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like you guys are trading places. What actions? Okay. We have the Knight of Swords. We got the Four of Wands. And then we also have the Tower out here. Before I say anything, and I'm going to leave this out here too, but before I say anything, I do want to look at this Knight of Swords energy. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords. We have the Three of Cups to the Five of Wands. Okay. I don't know why this person thinks that you're talking to someone else or entertaining someone else, but this person genuinely does think that you're talking to someone else / entertaining someone else. I don't know if, because I am definitely getting, for some of you, the reason why this person might think this is because of something that you essentially previously told them, and it could have been during like a really big fight or a really big argument. Maybe you told this person, like, that's it, I'm gonna go find somebody better than you, and now it's like stuck in their head that you're gonna go find somebody better. And now they're thinking that that's probably what you're out here doing. I just kind of feel like something led this person to think this way about you. And it could have been, like I said, something that you said to this person during like a really big fight, really big argument, and now it's like stuck in their head, you know, that that's what you're gonna go off and do. You see what I mean? With the Temperance card to the Magician, to the Ten of Pentacles, not really worried and concerned about this relationship, to be completely honest. I do feel like whatever issues this person has with you, it'll definitely be revealed to them in some way, shape, or form that they don't actually have anything to worry about like they think they do. I do feel like in some way, shape, or form it is going to be revealed to them. I'm not really worried and concerned about this relationship whatsoever. I'm not. I just kind of feel like this person, something led this person to think and believe this about you. I just kind of feel like it could have been something that you said during like a heated argument. Maybe you said something, yeah, maybe you said something that led them to think and believe, you know, that you're going to start talking to somebody else or entertaining someone else, something like that. But I feel like this person is legit thinking that you're going to go off and do X, Y, and Z. Because you said you were going to go off and do X, Y, and Z during like a really big fight / argument once upon a time. And now they're over here moving and thinking, you know what I mean? You're going to go off and do X, Y, and Z, and they'll be damned, you know what I mean? If they allow that to happen is basically what I'm getting. Okay. Like I said, I'm not really worried and concerned, like I said, about, you know, this really, I just feel like this person's kind of coming at you left field is basically what I'm getting. It's like this person's just coming at you at a left field. Like, oh, so you're going to go do this? Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like something's triggering this person into thinking you're going to go off and do something that you're actually not going to go off and do. Let's say, again, using this as an example so that way we all understand where this person's coming from. Let's just say, you know, during a heated argument once upon a time, you told this person that you were going to go off and do X, Y, and Z, that you were going to go off and find somebody 10 times better than, let's just say that you did, right? And just randomly out of nowhere, you decide one day to, I don't know, go out with your friends. You know what I mean? That might trigger this person into thinking you're not going to actually go out with your friends. You're going to go, you know, you're going to go off and meet up with this guy that's 10 times better than them, or this woman that's 10 times better than them. And then boom, they just go off on you. You see what I mean? When in all actuality, all you're going to go off and do is just meet up with your friend, nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not really worried and concerned about this relationship because I do feel like it's going to be revealed to them that you're not doing anything behind their back. Is basically what I'm getting. It's going to be revealed to them that you're not doing anything behind their back. And I feel like that is going to bring a lot of, you know, peace and ease to this person's mind. It just sucks because the moment that it looks like you guys were making progress in the trust department, looks like it's still a lingering issue. You know what I mean? Within this dynamic. It's like you go from having all these massive trust issues with them, overcoming that, and now they're having all these massive trust issues with you. You see what I mean? With let go of control issues coming out here, again, it's very similar to like the Seven of Wands and tarot, which could definitely represent, like I said, a very guarded energy. It could also represent somebody going, you know, against the natural flow of things. In this case, it looks like a very guarded energy. I feel like spirit is trying to, like, you know, get this person to see that when it comes down to their worries and their concerns in reference to you, they don't have anything to worry about with. Everything is fine. With Temperance to the Magician to the Ten of Pentacles coming out here, this is also, you know, spirit's way of trying to like reveal to this person yet again, everything is fine. You don't have anything to worry about. All is well. And this is another indication from spirit to them that they could lower their guard down here with you. They don't have anything to worry about here, you know, when it comes down to you. I feel like, you know, spirit's just constantly trying to show this person time and time again, like, hey, you know, like, you're in good hands like Allstate, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of something that you found yourself kind of going through with them, where spirit was constantly trying to like reveal to you and show you like, hey, you don't have anything to worry about, but you still find yourself worrying either which way. Hey, you don't have anything to worry about, you know, but you still find yourself, you know, worrying yourself to death either which way. And I just kind of feel like now that's what they're going through in regards to you now. So this person's definitely walking a mile in your shoes, and you're definitely walking a mile in theirs. You know, I see you having to deal with this person having these trust issues with you out of nowhere, which is something that they never had with you before, but now all of a sudden they have massive trust issues with you. And now you're having to deal with that and cope with that. The same thing that they had to deal with and cope with when you had these trust issues with them. So you guys are like trading places, but this to me feels, you know, like I said, it kind of feels like, you know, you guys are just taking turns, not trusting one another. It looks like, you know, one day, you know, you find yourself feeling like you can't trust them. And on that day, they feel like they could trust you. And now that, you know, you're falling into this energy of feeling like you could trust them, now they don't trust you. But the thing is that things are drastically changing now because your perception of them is drastically changing. And this perception that's drastically changing on your end is going to continue to remain the same. It's not going to be, you know, one day, you know, you trust them, the next day you don't, like how it used to be. No, this to me feels like a change in perspective that's going to, you know, stay that way permanently. You know what I mean? Is basically what I'm getting. So this person is going to continue to remain in this energy of feeling like they can't trust you. Is basically what I'm getting. It just sucks because we see you making so much progress as far as, like, you know, in the trust department is concerned. So to see them fall into this energy of feeling like they can't trust you, it just kind of sucks, you know. It's like you thought you finally got rid of the problem, which was you having these massive trust issues with them, to trust issues still being a major, like, issue within your relationship with this person. It's like just when you thought you got rid of the problem, here that then this happens. You know what I mean? Is basically what I'm getting. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped though. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.